he's here in double trust. First, as his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed, then as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculties so meek, hath been so clear in his great office, that his virtues will plead like angels, trumpet-tongued, against the deep damnation of his taking off. And pity, like a naked newborn babe, striding the blast or heaven's cherubim, horsed upon the sightless couriers of the air, shall blow the horrid deed in every eye, that tears shall drown the wind. I have no spur to prick at the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition, which o'erleaps itself and falls on the other.
Art is the venture into an unknown world which can be explored only by those willing to take risks. Rothko said that. Being an artist is all about taking risks. Real artists starve for their art. The people I see on screen or the stage nowadays haven't got a fucking clue what that means. They don't even know what it means to be peckish. I hate people who are spoon-fed the success only to go on to reap the rewards of fame. To be famous, you used to need to have talent, but it's not about that anymore. These people aren't talented, they're lucky. There's no longer room for us real artists now. The problem today is that performance has become tainted by an idealistic dream held by the gormless masses. It's hard for us real actors to find... not to find work per se. Acting is a way of life, not a career. It's hard for us real actors to find our expressive outlet. That's why some of us take up creating our own pieces. It's the only way you'll find real art nowadays. It's art that comes from the heart. Thou shalt thwart thy inner forces. Thou shalt conquer thy inner demons lying betwixt the bosoms of evil.
The devil's poison doth drip from a whore's teat.
Heed thee, hark!
Hark! I stand upon shaken muddy ground, but my temple is built upon foundations of limestone. Delighted fools whose pride hath bandaged up their own eyes, covered up dark portals to a ceaseless abyss. Their screams of cold silence fall upon deaf ears. Hark! Hark! For this is the enlightened idiot's gospel. Heed thee!
Now that's a cappuccino. You know, caffeine fills one's creative power. That's what Lynch always says. David Lynch. Good friend of mine. Well, I don't know him per se, but I know his work well enough to feel like I do. I'm sure he would feel the same way if he knew my stuff. That's the thing about us artists. We share an unspoken emotional and spiritual bond with each other. Oh. To say that I don't get recognised would just be a flat-out lie. I feel like where most people go wrong is that they don't stay humble. I don't need to be reminded every minute of the day just how talented I am. I don't let it define me, nor do I allow it to give meaning behind my work.
The curse for such raw talent is fame. It's important to remember that fame is a mask that eats into the face. It's a price I'm willing to pay. It's incredibly important for us as human beings to become one with nature. We must tap in to our innermost primal instincts. That is where we actors find the foundation on which we create a new life.
I come here to reject contemporary society's temptations. Things like pseudo-dopamine injectors such as social media, which have done nothing but wreak chaos upon man. Upon a person and their fellow man. I'm not a bitter man. I'm under no illusions. I may never be famous. I may never have the roaring admiration of millions, but in the end, one must ask themselves if that really matters. I don't want that. I've never wanted that. I take pride in what I do, and as long as I have my audience, I can still be my true self. My life can still have purpose.
She should have died hereafter. And there would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow. Creeps in this petty place from day to day. To the last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow. A poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury. Signifying nothing.